Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, today I thought I'd talk to you about disembarkation. I want to give you some tips to make your disembarkation as easy and smooth as possible so you can get off the ship in a timely manner, make your flights if you have to, get to your car, get home faster. Because a lot of people do disembarkation wrong. Number one, you have to decide whether you want self-disembarkation or assisted. Assisted means you leave your luggage outside the night before, they take it off, it's waiting for you on the cruise port when you get off the ship. The benefit of that is you don't have to lug those suitcases around, you just have whatever your carry-on is with you, and also you might be able to get off faster because for one thing, you don't have to wait for those elevators. Those elevators are going to be full packed of people over and over and over again. And I've seen a lot of tips of, yeah, just hit the up button, wait for the elevator going up and getting in. Well, I think everybody in the world has heard that tip because the elevators are just as full going up now as they are going down. So yeah. Assisted, if you don't have your, if you're going to walk off, assisted can still be faster sometimes and more convenient than unassisted. Now, if you have to get off really, really early, the fastest way to do that is to have your luggage with you, head off to the ship. They will call that out first. The passengers ready to leave that don't need assisted, you can get off first before everybody else. And if there's a delay in the port, say with customs and that, you'll still get off early, which makes it that much faster. If you're delayed getting off the ship, you're still one of the first to get off. You just have to decide which way's for you. I always take assisted. I've never carried my own luggage off a cruise ship. I guess I'm just lazy, I guess. Might be the reason. Also, hey, speaking of flights, don't book your flights too early. Numerous things can happen. I have so many people I've heard book 9:30, 10 o'clock flights thinking they're going to get off at like 6:30 in the morning. And they don't end up getting off the ships until 7:30, 8 o'clock. And then they have to go through customs and there's a line at customs. Or there's a problem getting their bag off. Or there's a problem with the bus doesn't leave on time. Numerous things can happen. Always book your flights at least early afternoon. At the very least. It will save you so much headaches than trying to rush in the morning and get off the cruise ship and make your flights. There's nothing worse than a nice rejoicing, relaxing vacation, and then you're all stressed out when you get home because of your rushing to get to the flights on time. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Always book early afternoon at the earliest getting off the ship. If you have a late flight, if you were smart and you booked a late flight, well, if you get off at 7 in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, and your flight's not till 4 or 5 in the afternoon, book a shore excursion if you don't have other plans. Because the shore excursion will pick you up, you'll be able to put your luggage on the bus, won't have to worry about it. You'll do a 4 or 5 hour excursion, and then that excursion will drop you off at the airport just in time for when they start letting you into the airport to actually get on the plane. If you show up in an airplane at the airport 8 hours before your flight, you're going nowhere. You're not going through security. You're not going anywhere. You're standing outside because there's hardly any seating around. And you're just waiting and waiting. It's so much easier just to book a cheap shore excursion, even if it's a bus tour. At least you can just sit in the bus, relax, keep calm, and know you're going to get to the airport for your flight on time. Many people forget that a couple days before you're supposed to get off the ship, you'll be given a notice of your checkout time. It can be anywhere from the first person off the ship to the last person off the ship. Well, if your ticket doesn't match the time that you need to get off. Say you booked an early flight and you do need to leave earlier, you can go down to the front desk and change your time. It's not written in stone. They can adjust it. Also, if you book a shore excursion that day that ends up in the airport, sometimes they will deliver you the wrong one. Make sure that it's the one you need that matches your ticket. If it doesn't, go down and get a new one. Otherwise, your bag may be off after you are, and you're sitting out there waiting, and your shore excursion takes off without you. So always match your times of your disembarkation luggage your shore excursion ticket, or just make sure it's the time that you actually want to get off the ship. It's very easy. Just go see them at customer service. Number 5, you should be doing this along your cruise, not just on the final night, but check your bill. Always check your bill. There could be something as simple as a $10 drink charge that you didn't drink on your bill. There could be something as hard as a $2,000 champagne bill or a clothing bill or a camera bill. That's not yours. Somebody wrote down the wrong number. Somebody entered in a wrong number someplace. It's very simple for something to happen, and if you don't check your bill on a regular basis, at the very, very least, check it that night. Most of them you can do on an app or on the TV, and if they don't have any of those, go down to customer service and ask for a printout. Make sure you're not going to be stuck with any hidden surprises. That morning, the last thing you should do, walk around your cabin. Check every drawer, check every closet, check under your bed. Look for anything you may have dropped or forgotten. And for gosh sakes, check your safe. I don't know how many people leave their wallet, leave their car keys, leave everything, their passport in the safe and walk out and then come back and ask ask their attendant to let them back in the room so they can get their stuff out of the safe. But walk the whole room. I've forgotten things in the shower. My razor in the shower. I packed all my other stuff from the counter, forgot the razor in the shower. So do a once over so you don't forget anything and you're regretting leaving something very personal or money behind. Here's a nice trick. Put something on your luggage that stands out. So many people have those plain gray or plain black luggage. They all look the same. And I see so many people at the carousel or in the luggage just looking over like this, like with total loss. Put something on it. Tie a scarf to the handle. Have googly eyes or cruising with whoever on it. I have cruising with Dawn on my luggage. It stands out. I can see it coming off the airplane. I can see it getting loaded on the airplane. I can see it in the cruise terminal when I'm coming down the escalator. I can look way over there. There's suitcase. It's a very easy thing to stand out. And if you have something very distinct, your suitcase will stand out, you'll find it faster, and you'll be on your way that much faster. Number 8, I mentioned this before, I'm going to mention it again. On disembarkation day and embarkation days, the elevators are very, very busy, especially cruise ships that only have 2 sets of elevators, one at the front, one at the back. Boy, you can wait half hour, 40 minutes for an elevator to squeeze onto. I don't, that's why I like assisted, because I can just walk down the stairs with my backpack on. But if you think that you're just going to, oh, it's 8 o'clock, I'm supposed to get off the ship at 8:05, I'm just going to roll out and away I go, you're going to guess again. Unless you're going to carry it down the stairs, you're about to wait quite a while for that elevator to be free. Finally, number 9, don't forget your key card, right? A lot of cruise ships have key cards that you still have to put in the light slot when you enter your room to keep the lights on when you're there. And you take it with you, and that's your, well, yeah, you still need that to sign out of the cruise ship. You need that to get out of the ship. Don't go down to disembarkation, stand in line, work your way through to the security, and they ask you for your card, and you don't have it. You'll have to go back to your room to get it. So yeah, whether it's a medallion or a key card, bring it down. That's the last time you'll need it when you're disembarking the ship, but you still need it to sign out. Otherwise, they think you're still on the ship. And finally, transportation. A lot of people panic. Oh my gosh, I didn't book transportation to the airport ahead of time. What do? I have yet to ever be on a cruise where I could not just go down to the shore excursion desk or the front desk customer service and say, hey, I'd like to book a bus to the airport, please. They will do it. Every single cruise I've ever been on, 130 plus, they offer this service. So if you've forgotten to book transportation, don't panic. they'll be there. Often, you don't even have to book through the cruise line. You'll walk out and the very same buses that are taking you to the airport will be the same buses that are selling tickets outside as well, in a lot of the cases in a lot of cruise ports. So yeah, don't panic. Just go down, talk to them. They will set you up with a bus and you'll be on your way to the airport. So I have so many people panicked over I forgot. And yeah, I've never booked prearranged bus to the airport. I always do it when I'm on the ship, because then I'm deciding, what am I going to do when I get off? Do I want to do a shore excursion? Do I want to just head to the airport? And once I made up my mind, then I make my decision. So yeah, don't panic. Well, those are 10 tips. I hope that they give you a little bit easier idea of how to get off the ship, what to expect. Check your room, check your bill. Don't panic for shore excursions. Don't book early flights. A lot of things can really mess up your day, and the last thing you want to do is be stressed coming home from your vacation. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button and maybe, hey, check out another video right here.